What up, freak bitches?
Welcome back to the Five Dirty Bikers podcast.
Presented by Memphis Shades, the clear choice for custom windshields and fairings for your motorcycle. And Wild Ass Seats, stay in the saddle longer and in total comfort no matter your butt or budget.
And then I said, how come you didn't keep the rubber on? Kids these days, man.
And then I asked Ryan if he wanted to go camping.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Five Dirty Bikers Live. Happy Monday. Hope it was happy.
Well, we had a hell of a time getting on here is all I can say. Fuck. They're lucky to just see us.
What's up, peeps?
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
Nancy Weems there.
Nancy Weems, Bry, Mr. Dunlife, Mark, Moto Mortician, Heathen Biker, and more. Thank you guys for joining us here on this Monday. It's always a pleasure to be talking to you live on the YouTubes.
Are we live?
We
I
are.
think we are.
We are
Oh,
live.
far out.
Jared already wants to know if your razor attacked you, Tony.
Yes, it did. It did. I had a very mishap with it, and I had to pivot.
He had two choices, and this was the best one of the two.
This was the best one.
So you tried to get the inside of your thighs and it just come up.
It just, what happened is it got hung up in the bush, and then it finally broke loose. And when it did, it hit me right in the lip.
That's what she said. I've heard that problem before.
Yeah, I came downstairs and my wife was like, I haven't seen your upper lip for 20 years. I was like, I know.
She's like, put that back.
Yeah. I was like, just give it a few days.
Few announcements before we start. Some good news yesterday for FDB. We actually were surprised, shocked, and just awed by this. Podcast reached
yeah.
200,000 downloads, and we want to thank you guys that are watching, listening, guests we've had on for helping make this milestone possible for us. Thank
Now,
you
hang
very
on.
much.
I got 199,000 on my machine.
Well, thank you, Tony, and everyone
You're
else
welcome.
can fuck off.
You're welcome. No, really. That was that's all you guys. We had nothing to do with that. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah, that has been humbling for absolute sure. I can't. It's pretty amazing that even that even happened. So
No, that's nice. Thank you, my Done Life. We appreciate you for that comment.
So what are we talking about? What the fuck's going on here?
well, we got one more thing we got to do here.
Oh, the Patreon drawing.
Yes.
The
And it's some of-
drawing.
Drawing. And it's
The
some of my
drawing.
favorite shit that we're giving away.
What are we giving away, Tony?
Top coat. F11, bitches.
The whole
Top
kit.
Coat F11.
F11.
Okay.
You're going to get the big bottle. You're going to get the bottle. The fuck. I'm excited. Hang on. You got microfiber towels. Look, you got the little travel bottle that you can put in your bike so you can keep your shit tight.
You can bring it to
With a little
Uranus.
spray. Yes. This is a great little kit to keep your shit tight.
Keep it in your own anus.
They're proud of it too, because it'll
All right.
cost you a
So
little
yeah,
bit at the store.
I have the kit here, and it's going to be going to someone in our Patreon.
So I have all the little pieces of paper right here, so everyone can see. There's in my hand all little piece of paper with the names of our patrons. Here is a hat, a skateboard hat, just in case you guys are wondering. I'm dropping.
Is that
all
an
of them in
independent
there.
hat?
It is absolutely an independent hat.
Right
Independent
on.
truck company, just in case
Mhm.
you're wondering. No sponsors, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going in deep. Jesus Christ, I can't find anything in here. It must be real deep. Oh,
Did you get a
I think I-
fucking magician hat from Vegas or what?
I got one in my hand.
And it's
It's a single piece of paper.
And who, boy, could you have wrote them any fucking smaller?
It is pretty
I
tiny.
mean, Jesus Christ.
I cut them up.
Well, I mean, who fucking wrote on that thing? What'd you use, a fucking baby pen?
I used a printer. Okay, here we go. You guys saw me pull it.
Nobody can read that shit.
Kenneth.
Kenneth
Ryan
Rectum.
Oh,
Ke-
yeah, I
Kenneth-
couldn't get
Kenneth-
the last name. Sorry.
Kenneth Wrightstad?
Kenneth Rysted.
You're the winner of the F11 kit. You can keep your shit as tight as Tony.
Yes.
That
I
is
still
the
can't
one.
see that.
Can
Yeah,
I get
it's-
it in focus?
Now you
I
know,
don't know.
Ryan. Print it bigger next time.
Well,
Hey,
DM us on Instagram with your shit so we can get it out to you.
there you
Or
go.
we will send you an email if you probably not on here. So
There's a winner.
Tim Moto wrote it. Yep.
I mean, that was very tiny, man. Up the font. Damn.
I just printed it off. I printed off our list and I just cut them out. See, there's the piece of paper with all of them cut out.
All right.
Got to show everybody it's legit. There's
Should've-
everybody's email addresses and everything on there. I'm going to flash
God,
a quick.
you're so
I'm so
hostile
official.
this evening.
We should have had Tony write it with his old school Sharpie like he used to do his intros on his
Yes,
YouTube videos.
fucking
Oh,
get the
yeah.
Sharpie out, man. That big thick tip.
Big tip.
Got that big thick tip. You can
Always-
see that.
The big tip.
Neek says size matters. No, it does not.
We heard Tony on the podcast this morning. He said he's a solid foot.
Yeah. I mean, if size matters, 4 inches around will do you good.
That fucker better be tapered.
Look like a traffic cone.
Traffic cone.
Oh man.
All right. On to the
All right,
topic.
More
so
like the traffic barrel.
Oh, there we go. There we go. When is a motorcycle trend dead?
Do they ever die?
Yes.
Because
they
there's
should
some
die.
people that
I think they
cling,
do.
dude. There's some people that cling.
But it's not
You
a
know,
trend. If
I
it's
was at a
only
bike
few
night
people.
Thursday night, and this cocksucker there never left the 80s. I mean, he was stuck in a time warp.
Did he have on Soul Glow?
Dude, he looked like he fell out of the Scorpions. I mean,
Fell out of the
I mean, he was stuck in the 80s strong. Dear Lord, here it is. Weems, this is what brought it on.
I didn't even know that was really a fad. I thought that was just kind of a one-off.
The big wheeled baggers.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh,
Big
they
wheel
were-
baggers are they got to end. That has to end.
I want to know where they even came from.
Okay, so I do have a little bit of information on this because the big wheel baggers were actually the motivation behind this topic. So, if anybody can remember, right around
I
that
remember a big
2000
wheel when I was a kid made by Mattel.
exactly, right?
Yeah.
So, if you
Power
guys all
slide the
remember,
shit out
right
of that
around
thing.
that 2000, probably 2, 3, 4 time when choppers were going out, right? The big, expensive, like big money, $200,000 choppers were going by the wayside. The market took a crash. No one could afford those. In swoops the big wheel baggers. Along with it came the Affliction T-shirts and the bedazzled jeans.
But here's the deal. The amount of money that goes in those big wheeled baggers, you could buy what were those OCC choppers?
Yeah,
You could buy a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
chopper.
you
'Cause-
could.
The amount of money that goes in these things is absurd.
Yep.
It is.
I don't
Yep.
know what they're paying for that front wheel.
Well,
And
you
so
got front wheels, fucking
they
custom
got-
fenders, air
right,
ride
they-
suspension.
Well, and you got it when you put that big wheel. So I think it's what is it up to 22? I don't remember. There's a wheel size that you can go up to before you actually have to start messing around with the neck of the bike. And there was actually companies that made kits that you could basically take your neck off and bolt on to change the rake of your bike so you could go all the way to a 30-inch wheel.
Are you saying you can
That's
only go
crazy.
so big before it injures the neck?
Yes.
Is
It's
that what
very-
you're saying?
Well, I'm the wrong person to ask, but I'm going to
I'm
go
just
ahead and answer that and
curious.
say yes. Yes. I mean, at a certain size, it's even heavy to lift.
Mm.
Mm.
Poor
So
Robert.
yeah, but that's not the only trend. That's just one of them. But I mean, the
Let's-
big wheeled bagger is the one that sticks out like a turd in a punch bowl.
So everybody in the side chat and all of us here, let's name off some noticeable trends that are going on right now in the motorcycle world. Like what's really, really noticeable that that's going to come and go.
Well, I mean, I think the hot thing right now is performance baggers.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
is that going to come and go? I don't know. That I think performance has always been a trend. That performance has always been something that the motorcycle industry has attached itself to. No matter what kind of bike you were doing, performance was always part of it.
Dynabro club style bikes.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. It's definitely a trend. I'll tell you what, I went to the first like Harley specific bike night the other night that I've been to. Usually I go to, bike nights where there's vintage bikes and, other brands. This was strictly a Harley situation. And I've never seen so many baggers with straight pipes in my life. I want a bagger and I want it so fucking loud that my ears are going to bleed. That was the trend there.
So Moto Mortician says the trend is whatever bike Tony has this season.
Yeah.
Got
agree.
him. Got him.
All right. You motherfuckers just keep laughing. Wait till I buy another one in 6 months.
I've already set a calendar date, dude. Like I said, I'm not naming them anymore.
Jared Weems says bedazzled slingshots. That's not a motorcycle. That doesn't count.
Well, no, it is not. So
A couple of you might hate me for this, but I think the Dixon flannels are going to be.
Fuck Dixon and their never-ending fucking release of flannel shirts. I mean, it's every fucking day. Oh, here's a new one. Here's Twig and Berry's version. You know what I mean?
That's how they get you, Tony.
Here's the swollen rectum.
How many have you bought so far? I gotta know.
I bought two
Twig
and
and
gave up.
berries.
It's the thing is about the Dixon flannels is that they'll stick with you because flannel shirts don't go out of style.
Well, I think as
do
far
it
as far as them.
$59.99 a piece.
Oh god damn! You better take care of them. No, but I think as far as them sticking around in the motorcycle world, because they aren't specifically made for bikers, are they?
I think the
Well,
flannels are.
They are designed by a motorcyclist and for motorcyclists because of the cut of the shirts.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they have
Yeah.
longer sleeves so that when you put your arms up on your bars, they don't pull up real high. Comparatively to a regular flannel that just
I do
goes
like
up to
the little glass cleaner in the.
Yep, there's a
Yes.
glass
And the
cleaner at the
tail, yeah,
bottom. I
that's
mean,
I think it's terrible, the glass cleaner. It doesn't clean my glasses for shit. I like the concept, though.
maybe it's because of the makeup that you get all over the shirt before you put it on that doesn't
Oh.
clean your glasses.
You would be shocked to know that I don't wear makeup pretty much ever.
Why would I be shocked to know that?
I don't know. People assume that every girl wears makeup.
No, but I did buy one of those flannels. It's nice, but I probably won't buy another one.
They got me for two.
Hmm.
I can't even talk on that subject. neither can Moto Mortician.
Oh,
because I'm
here's
pretty sure-
here's another
Yeah,
trend
he's got a
here.
collection.
yeah.
The stretched rear wheel sport bikes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I saw a couple of those on the river yesterday.
Yeah, you see a lot of those. I mean, I don't know the reason behind it. Is there a fucking reason, or is it just because they think it looks cool?
I think they think it looks cool because I think once you stretch the rear end of a sport bike, I think you've ruined the bike, haven't you?
Usually, when you
Yeah.
stretch the rear end, it's ruined anyway. It never comes back.
I don't know, man. It's
Nothing is the same after the rear end has been stretched. is it?
No, nothing's the same.
it's pretty resilient, man.
Just some bitch like a rubber band, snap right back. Does like to have some shoes made out of that. Next day, just feel like brand new.
Okay, here's another one. It says Simpson Bandits. AGP says Simpson Bandits. You know,
That's a trend, dude.
Is that your photo? Because that looks like Johnny Knoxville.
it does look like Johnny Knoxville. Wow, that's
No.
incredible. Okay, so I would say this. I do rock a Simpson helmet right now, and I'm averaging a new helmet every season for about the last 4 or 5 years, trying to find the perfect helmet. And this will be my first year that I'll be rocking the same helmet 2 seasons in a row, and I do have a Simpson. I do like the helmet a lot. There's a lot of features about it that that make it a good helmet, and they've been making race helmets for a long time. So I think it's the that Simpson Darth Vader helmet that everyone's talking about that probably is the one that is kind of a trend right now, because Simpson had it, and then who else made one?
Biltwell. Biltwell, yeah.
Or had the lane splitter. So
yeah,
that's kind of a copycat of the Simpson Bandit. So
they said the stretched rear ends for drag racing.
really,
Yeah, so I guess that would keep the front wheel on the ground longer the bike.
Yeah. With your weight.
Yeah.
I could see
I
that.
haven't seen any of those.
Oh, you come on the river here, you'll
you
see
need to
them
get
every
out more,
weekend.
Brittany.
No,
I probably do.
I tell you what, you guys run on the river, right between Alton and Grafton. It's probably 20 minutes on the river. I bet you I saw 150 bikes before I hit Grafton. Then when I got to Grafton, there was probably 1,000.
Man, fuck
I
Rurock.
knew,
Rock.
I
Move
knew it
on.
was coming. I was waiting for it.
Move on.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong at all. He's
that's
really not.
that's a trend right there of $500 ass fucking every year until they get it right.
It's true.
Steve Wood says, I live in a town that's close to Dixon Store in Arizona. It's weird to show up at moto events when you're wearing the exact same color flannel as 2 other guys. Hey, just use that as a talking point. Just walk right up to him and be like, hey, bro, put your arm around him.
Give a little sack tap.
That's right. That's how it goes.
No, that's why I never go to a concert and wear the band's T-shirt. That's like my personal rule. You never wear the band that's playing's T-shirt when you're there at the show.
Yeah. Hey, put up Mark's comment. I think you might have had it up for a minute there. Put Mark's comment back up.
Oh,
I
let's
don't
see.
see
Gotta
Mark's
find it.
comment.
Here it is.
There.
I got you.
Oh yeah, we had this up
Positive
earlier,
trend
but
is
yes.
safety. Yeah, I agree. I think I like that helmets have come into fashion enough that people are buying helmets because they think they're cool. But it's a great safety trend, and I would agree. I like that has stuck to it.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people here, man, that don't wear helmets
Oh yeah, tons.
in Kentucky. There's a lot of people that don't.
Jared
Okay.
Rice says, if they finally get it right, would any of you be willing to would y'all be willing to try Rurock? Just curious. Yeah, we got fucked on that, Jared. Tony and I both took it in the ass with a Rurock helmet that was a piece of garbage. So Rurock can eat a bag of dicks, and they can do that toothpaste thing that Dustin said last week.
That would be the finish.
I mean,
card
it's
swipe.
just, I don't know. I think it's shitty that they come out and they use their customer as guinea pigs until they get it right.
Well, that's
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
that's a lawsuit. I don't know how they haven't been sued like thousands of
Well,
times.
everybody does it. I mean, fucking Apple does it with the iPhone every fucking year. It's a new phone. GoPro comes out with a new camera every year. But
they
I
work.
mean, at least
But they
their
work.
shit worked. You know what I mean?
Hey, do you guys know, there was one thing I was going to ask you guys. Do you guys know if any other helmet company does the accident policy that Rurock does? If you get into an accident and you buy their Rurock helmet insurance, they will they'll send you a new helmet.
Yeah, but what good is it if the helmet doesn't protect you?
No, I don't know that there was necessarily a protection issue with the helmet.
Oh, okay.
It was
I
just that when
mean-
you took it off, all the pads fell out of it.
Right. There was
That's
some
obnoxious,
quality
though.
issues with how the helmets were made. So
Well, that if you get in an accident and the pads fall out during your fall, then yeah, that could fuck you up.
Well, I mean, I don't think
That's
they're
a
gonna
problem.
fall out when you fall.
Well, you
Yeah,
said
I don't know.
when you said when you take it off.
When
If
you pull the helmet off, my cheek pads fell out every fucking time.
well, the gravel will have no problem pulling a helmet off
Yeah.
your head. You drag far enough.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't get loose when you put your head in.
Okay, you see Ted's comment here. Okay,
they're talking about that fidlock on that helmet.
What?
oh, the fidlock, yeah.
That's the best part of the helmet.
A safety feature.
Huh.
It's very next to the D rings. It's the next strongest connector.
Let me ask you guys: are you pretty? This is something I saw yesterday, and I laughed. I laughed my ass off. Like I almost threw up in my helmet. I laughed so hard. But are you pretty good about signaling when you're changing lanes?
No,
You're not.
Yes.
no. I'll
Okay.
be honest with you, dude.
I got to zoom out for this.
I am the worst with fucking blinkers.
So I'm riding like side by side this guy on this bagger yesterday. He's got a Sturgis t-shirt on, no helmet, but it's fine. Whatever you want to do, it's what you want to do. But he starts going. It's like doing this in and out of lanes, and you know how he signals? He fucking sticks his foot up in the air. You can't see it because I can't do it. I'm 40 now, but he's sticking his leg up in the air. That's a signal. I'm like,
So
dude.
his legs the signal?
Yeah, he just sticks it
Oh.
way out there. And this guy's legs had to be 4 feet fucking long, I swear.
Well, good for him.
I was like, all right, this is what's going on.
It's one way to do it.
I am terrible.
It looks like my done life says he likes anal and turn signals.
Well-
Sorry, I read that wrong. He says I'm anal about turn signals. I read that wrong. Sorry about that.
I always forget. I'm terrible at them. Terrible.
On a busy road, even like on the interstate.
Dude, I'm terrible. I'm off.
That's a no.
Yeah.
Even in
I mean,
like your truck,
everywhere. I don't. They might as well not exist. I mean,
you're the person everyone screams about.
yeah, I am. I mean, I try I try to remember
Every
them, but
morning.
I don't.
Every morning I'm almost every morning I'm on the phone with this guy. It's like these motherfuckers can't drive. Now we're getting dropped.
It's him.
It's hilarious.
I'm glad to hear that we're all having the same conversation with Tony about how people can't drive, and then he's like,
People
"I don't
couldn't-
use my turn signals."
No, I don't. I don't. use mine. Don't get so close to my ass, and you don't have to worry about it. Driving motherfucker.
What do you need a turn signal on your ass for, Tony? What are you doing
Just
back
saying.
there?
That's how you signal. You just go like this. Something like, stick your hand out the window.
This is Tony's turn signal. It looks a lot like this.
I use my turn signals when I remember it, but I don't
Which is
remember it a lot.
Never.
I take pills for that.
So are there any of the fads that you guys have actually liked? Any motors, it doesn't have to be a complete fad, but just something about them that you guys like.
Well, I'm right in the middle of one right now with my my performance looking bagger or club style bagger, whatever you want to say. I
do like those. Yeah.
I also am a huge fan of T-bars, but there's a whole functional concept to that is why I'm attached to those is about function.
Yeah, I fought with the T-bars, the moto bar riser thing, but once when I put a pair on, it all made sense. They do. I mean, they feel great. They really do.
He's a T-bar man now. And
I am. They feel
Okay.
great. They
It's
handle well. They're
T-
stiff.
Teabagger now.
Yeah, he's a T-bagger now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
T-bars are for teabaggers.
I never liked the big wheel bagger thing. I always thought that was dumb from the get-go.
I never did either. The really stretched out style of it, I don't know. I
And
don't
like
that
the
either.
whole Orange County chopper thing, hated it.
See, I
never really
loved
liked those.
Orange County choppers.
Why?
I
They were
I don't
unrideable
know.
fucking motorcycles.
I think it's probably a huge part of the show. I used to watch the show with my stepdad, actually. Like every week we'd watch it together, so I'm sure that's part of it. But I think it was just the fact that they were doing something different with every single one that they built.
She's
got me.
also very attracted to handlebar mustaches. So
Mm.
I the only trend in choppers that I really like is the skinny tire chopper. That was I do like those. I still like them now. I always think about a bike when I see it, and I look at the bike and I think about the rideability of it. I thought about that when I went to the Mama Tried show here just a few weeks ago, and there were some bikes there that were absolutely fantastic, and some of them I was like, I'd never ride that thing if my life depended on it. It looked like the most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen. So
No, I saw some choppers Thursday night at the bike night, and everything is complete letdown after you've seen a Weems chopper.
oh,
It's the truth. Everything's a complete letdown. I'm like, look at that piece of shit. I was like, that thing's terrible.
I did. I would agree. Jared's choppers are amazing. Hollywood Run is an amazing bike, and I would have to say though, I did see an Indian Larry original bike at Mama Tried. The Indian Larry team was there, and to this day, those bikes, his choppers are timeless. They really are. It was an amazing bike.
So here's a conversation point here. So they're talking about Dixon flannels and all that, which I said I bought a Dixon. It looks good. It's not that I ride with personally, but it does seem like there's a lot of people that care about more about how they look rather than having a good riding motorcycle and their safety. But if they don't care about their safety, I mean, that's up to them. But that seems to be a trending thing I kind of pick up on now.
Say again, what?
I think there's a lot of people that care about more about how they look rather than having a properly functioning motorcycle that rides well. They're not going to trade in every year.
Or you know what? Fuck the helmet. I'm going to put a bandana on. That'll help me.
Well, I mean, that's everybody's choice. I mean, people have been doing that since the inception of the motorcycle. But
I think that's what that's kind of the inception of performance baggers, is that they were supposed to be kind of the antithesis of look. Really, they're supposed to be purpose built, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're everything that they typically do to those bikes that make them a performance bike, right? Is suspension, brakes, engine mods, T-bars, which are supposed to be better for handling, shorter bags so you can corner better, mid controls so you can get deeper in the corners. All of these things are supposed to be purpose built. They kind of went away from that, kind of slash and flash and all of that kind of stuff that exactly is what you're talking about. So I think this particular trend right now has a little bit more staying power just because of the idea that they're purpose built and built to ride. I've heard quite a few people in the performance world say that they have a lot more respect for a performance bagger when you get up close to it and you can see there's rock chips and there's the bike's not perfectly clean and you can see that it's been ridden, that's a little bit more of a,
it's making me twitch.
That holds a little bit more value because those people are riding those bikes. So
I see that a lot more people with the performance baggers do ride their bikes.
So let me ask you this, Dustin, because I know that a lot of people are doing this too. Do you feel like lighting on your bike, and I'm not talking about underglow and that kind of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that lighting is a trend, or is it safety, or what do you feel about that part of it?
Oh, that's 100% safety. That was one of the first things that's one of the first things I did to the first bike I owned was put better lighting on it, because the lighting on the Sportster sucked.
Right.
Incandescent bulbs. No. Dude, if I could put the bat signal on the back of my bike, I would do it. So people could
I think
see
the
me.
lights are a safety thing.
Yeah. I do not want a Buick up my ass. The brightest lights I can get, the better.
No. Yeah, I mean, they're doing some amazing things with lighting these days, like Cero, Custom Dynamics, a bunch of companies are doing it, and it's to get you seen better. That's what's most important, is being seen, because
then they're making things that make sense. So like my bike with the lowrider, right? You have the rear brake light on the fender, and then you have the two blinkers, on the sides. The rear blinkers don't work unless you just use them as a blinker. They're not a running light. Custom Dynamics makes a box that turns them into a running light and a blinker. Why Harley doesn't do that from the get-go, I have no idea. It's just more light in the back to be seen with. So, I mean, not only are they making brighter lights, but they're making stuff that makes them more useful, in my opinion.
Yeah. And
when you use your signal.
Yeah, when I used the
true.
signal. Well, see, basically the blinkers were useless for me. Now they're running lights, so they serve a purpose.
Well, and
Touche.
the feature that they add for being able to program it so that it blinks, like
Yeah.
like it's not just a regular stationary blink, it adds those other effects to it. I think that helps a lot too.
Oh
Heathen,
yeah.
that-
You
that's,
ride behind me, you'll have a fucking seizure if you're not careful.
Heathen, that's
My
a lot.
shit's
That's a
blinking.
lot going on in Uranus,
Yes.
man.
What, Ryan? What happened? Did your pants fall off? Or?
They didn't. No, they didn't fall off. I'm 2 beers into this. You guys know me. I can't
Oh.
hold my. I can't hold my pee longer than 2 beers. So
Get a bucket.
you know what? I'll tell you. There's a trend in motorcycling that has started and never stopped, and it will be, I think, a constant for motorcycling forever. Is custom paint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not gonna lie, I'm thinking about custom paint in the
So
future.
here's my question
Okay.
about custom paint.
All right.
You know, I was on the Instagram today and I saw that green flame CVO,
hmm
right?
Yep.
Looks badass.
Yep.
But how long are you going to like that paint?
Well, for you, I mean, you could own it for a year and trade that fucker
But
in.
no,
so not a big
I'm
deal.
serious. If you're looking at these green flames
Yep.
in a year or two, you're going to look at these green flames and go, fuck.
Well,
know?
okay, except I would say this: flames are okay. So there was a do you guys remember the tribal work trend that they had for a while, that they were
Yeah.
actually putting tribal work on bikes? You're not seeing that anymore.
No.
But flames in motorcycling, just like in hot rodding, it's a trend that's never going to go away. It's going to fade in and fade out, but it's never going to go away. There's always going to be flames on motorcycles. Always.
Tribal went out the same way that tattoos did. The
Yeah.
tribal tattoo. Yep. The paint went out when the
Oh,
tattoos when the tattoos did. I need
Yeah.
a tribal armband.
Yeah. But I think that
Let's talk about this one.
Underglow.
The underglow.
the underglow type lights.
I say you
Hanging
just
out.
mount it on your taint and let your balls do the talking.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Uh,
Watch what I can do with this button.
Yeah. Okay, so what about so because Tony, you said you were on there looking at the travel or the flames.
I'm just curious if you would get tired of a certain pattern or a certain scheme after a given amount of time
well,
that
yeah,
you
but
spent thousands of dollars doing.
right. No, I hear you. But okay, so you have traditionally always had black bikes, and you have a gray bike now. Do you think that you will get sick of a gray bike, or do you think that because you weren't sick of black bikes, right?
I wasn't sick of black, but I'll be honest. The tank on the Street Bob, I was getting a little fucking worn out on.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Probably
And
wore
what
the fucking
about
clear
it?
coat off.
and it's funny because there was another guy on Instagram that I follow that had the same bike, and right now he is trying to find somebody to trade him for just a straight black tank.
No kidding.
Yeah,
What made you get sick of it?
it's there. You know what I mean? It's this orange graphic
Oh.
on the side, and it kind of you're stuck with it. You know what I
am
mean?
the total opposite of you then, because I am so sick of black and gray everything, and
Black never goes out of style.
Black never goes out of style, and
But I like color. Like I love color. You can see my freaking room behind me. It's bright.
Looks like
Your
a
bathroom?
Pensacola Beach condo back there.
Hey, and I
what
come in
I'm
here to
saying
work
is
every day. It makes you smile.
it's not that you get tired of the color. You get tired. I was tired of the design. You know what I mean? Because it was big. It was a lot. It was basically the whole tank.
I loved that design actually.
I did
but-
too when I first got it. I thought it was badass. And then after a while, it's like, yeah, that motherfucker's got to go.
I mean, my Sportster has like maybe it doesn't have a fancy design, but it has like the dual tone paint and stuff, and I'm not sick of that. I freaking love that thing.
Yeah. So here's something. While we're on the subject of black, blacked out bikes. Is it a fad or is it staying?
dude, I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
a good one.
I don't know because it's still going pretty strong.
Ryan's got a soft spot for this. I know he
He
does.
does. He does.
I feel like it'll stay for
I'll
a
tell you
while.
what.
I mean, fucking Percy. If Percy was here, I mean, his fat Bob. I mean, he spent a lot of money blacking crazy
Yeah.
shit out on that, like
Yeah.
bolts.
It looks so freaking good.
I think so. This is the thing. I like black bikes because I'm a fan of riding and not polishing chrome, right? But there's something to be said for chrome done right that just looks really good on a motorcycle also. So
Mhm.
yeah, I do believe it's a fad, but it's a fad that's kind of weaved in and out of the fabric of Harley for a long time. And it's stuck around this time a lot longer.
I don't
than
know.
it
The
has
black's
in the
been
past.
around for a minute, dude, and it just
Well,
every year it just gets more reinforced.
Right. And except, I would give Indian credit. They're probably the only company though that has come out with the true blacked out bike. They had that straight. I mean, that bike didn't have a piece of chrome on it. Harley won't do that. They don't go quite that far where every piece is blacked out.
Yeah.
But-
There's a lot of people that hate chrome. I have some on my bike, but I think it's tasteful. It's not overkill.
That's kind of where I'm at. If I was
I
all
agree,
black
Dustin.
with like chrome pipes or just a pop of chrome, I think goes a long way than just black.
Well, you took black pipes off your bike and put nickel pipes on.
Yeah. Put
You know?
stainless on it.
Yeah. And they're going to change color even from stainless, right?
Yes, they are, and they change color with a fucking quickness. It is not a slow process. It is, they change color quick. They go from nice stainless steel to gold in about 20 minutes.
Yep. So Steve Wood says chrome will come back because retro looks always circle back around. I would say
agree.
this is I would say this is Steve. I think the chrome was already coming back for those people that thought that black was overdone. You're seeing more chrome bikes already come out right now, and there's a performance bagger that I just saw that was painted baby blue colors. North Carolina colors, and that bike has a lot of Arlen Ness chrome pieces on it. It's one of the best. It's one of the best looking bikes out there right now.
Oh, when the sun hits the chrome, that's the best part.
This is
yeah.
the part
I
that
like a
I
little
hate
chrome.
about my Sportster
What?
because there's so much chrome in the
You better
front.
get the
So when
Windex
I
out
would,
and some newspaper and polish that shit up.
man, I would clean it and then I would be like, I can't see a damn thing while I'm riding around.
Why not? Did you get Windex in your eye?
It's too fucking shiny. Leave it dirty just for you, Tony.
Don't do that. No, some people never let go of the chrome, man. I mean, you can roll up in a parking lot and fucking bike looks like the sun sitting there in a spot.
Moto Mortician says black chrome on the new CVO is straight fire. I agree.
Yes.
I've
Yeah,
Yeah,
also
that black chrome is cool.
With that blue. Yeah.
Yep. I sent Tony a message the other day. I've seen there's I think it's Stealth Pipes that's Cerakoting some of their pipes gray now.
Yeah,
That's fucking dope as shit.
they do look good.
Yeah. That's
so,
amazing.
So I personally love the Cholos.
I think the Cholo is the coolest fucking thing going right now, and John over at JT Films is fucking killing it.
yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I was hoping our Sportster bill would have been voted to be a Cholo.
Yes.
Yeah. Me too.
But I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter in the end. It's all about
I think
what it helps.
I have such mixed feelings about Cholo. If I was talking about a bike that I was only going to ever ride around town and never leave town with, I would have a Cholo bike in a hot minute. Especially a Road King. I think the Road King Classics made into Cholo bikes look fucking amazing.
I think
But-
they look fucking badass. I
but
mean,
I
they're
would
uncomfortable as
never-
shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
I would never
like
want to
them at
ride
all.
one of those for thousands of miles. Never. Never.
So John actually rode his he sent us an email. It was like 1,200 miles.
He broke a record. No, he broke
Yeah.
a Guinness Book of Record
Yep.
for the most consecutive miles ridden in a row.
Yeah,
J-
something like that in
JT
24
film, yep.
hours
Yep.
on a
Yep.
fucking Cholo. And I think his bars are 16 or 18-inch bars.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's fucking up there, dude.
Yep. Hands up in the air.
Yeah.
Goddamn pieces of deodorant flying off. and hitting cars
Goddamn.
behind you.
You're not kidding.
Yeah. Somebody
Take a
asked
fucking
earlier.
June bug to the pit. Might knock you off the bike.
Oh, that's sensitive.
Gary, somebody said, do you think powder coated parts is a trend? I'm going to go ahead and say no. I think powder coated parts is a means of customization. And I don't think they're a trend. I think you're always going to have people that are going to be using powder coat to customize their bikes in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And powder coating's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a strong coating.
It's a strong coating. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, I'm not going to say it because I know some information I don't want to divulge, but the powder coating science is growing, and they're doing multicolored things and that kind of stuff now too.
Fucking
So
science.
It is a fucking
science.
you science that shit up right now.
Yeah, fucking science.
Oh, here we go. Because I've seen a lot of these lately. The MX Bear Claw pegs.
Mm.
Do those,
Dude, I don't know about
if
a
any-
motorcycle, but on a bicycle, they would fuck your shins up.
Oh, yeah, dude. I never rode barefoot with those fucking pegs with the
You would
That
get it
sucked.
on the shin. You're fucked up for a week.
Sometimes, somebody's like, I got the slip and slide up. I'm like, fuck, I'm coming. It's just me and a towel around my shoulder,
Yeah.
my swimming trunks and no shoes, just pedaling halfway across town.
Bob Wilson says, and an FXRT, Ryan. He must be referring to whether or not an FXRT is a trend, and I would say that is a classic, not a trend. So, Bob, eat a bag of dicks.
It's like buying a classic car.
That's a soft spot for Ryan. That's like somebody just using his nuts as a speed bag.
That's right.
If somebody took my Teddy Ruxpin and just beat the shit out of it with a mallet.
Teddy Ruxpin. Oh shit!
Oh yeah, I had one.
Teddy Ruxpin. That kills me.
Mm.
Oh wow!
One of the coolest toys ever.
So
Ted Strong says no pegs for me. I'm all about the biggest floorboard for my couch on wheels. Okay.
there you go.
So
More
Ryan, like
power to you.
you and Percy, you both got new floorboards on.
Yep.
Is the grip any good on those?
Yeah, so mine has I wouldn't even call it knurling. I would say they were machined out so that there's a kind of a tread on the top of it.
Okay.
And yeah, there it's very good. In fact, I rode got out for my first ride. Thank goodness. This weekend I rode on Saturday and I got a chance to try out my new original garage moto footboards. And yeah, there's all kinds of styles of footboards out there. Mine, I would say, are on the little bit more short side in terms of length, but they're a little bit wider, which is more comfortable for me anyway. But they are very good. Now, they're not like a...
Uh-oh.
The cramp is back.
No.
Uh-oh, he's cramped up.
Let's start calling him Krampus.
Oh, he's cramped up strong.
There you
Oh.
are.
Am
He's
I back?
You're
He's-
back.
Yep.
God damn it. So anyway, am I still beeping out?
No, you're fine.
No, you're fine.
It sounds like you're announcing at Yankee Stadium now, though. Adding Mickey, Mantle.
But the rubber mounted footboards that come on the baggers are probably, they're built and designed to take the vibration and stuff out of your ride and all those kind of things. But I don't have that problem. I think the M8s, the motor in the M8 is so refined anyway. I don't think that's an issue anymore. So, if you change your footboards out and put aftermarket footboards on there, I don't think that's an issue.
I love those original garage
Yeah.
stuff, dude.
It's tight.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yep. Their stuff is all machined out of billet, and it's super strong, super light. It's probably a quarter of the weight of the standard footboard.
It's just their stuff's quality. It's good stuff. It really is. It's it can be expensive, but it's good.
If you
I
use
don't mind paying for
if you use the code Tony Moto, you'll get 10% off.
You get 10% off.
That's right.
Anyone have the floorboards from Thrashing Supply? I do
Also,
not.
also
Nope.
good, but that's all I'll say about that.
Well, Percy has.
I'm an OG. I'm an OG
Joker-
man.
Percy has Joker Machine, doesn't he?
He
He's
does
got
have
the
Joker
jokers
machine.
on it.
Yeah, I think he
those
does.
those are that they make good stuff.
They
too.
make good shit too.
Yep.
I got the Kyriakins on mine. I think Brittany got the Phantoms. Right?
I got the.
Are they
Yeah, I
Phantoms?
think you're right. I'm
yeah.
blanking now on the name.
Phantom.
Phantom.
Yeah, I like
All
him
right.
so far.
So what
Well,
else? Any other-
We've talked shit about every
Oh.
motorcycle known to man.
Here's a good one here. The skulls trend.
Oh.
Skulls.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? I'm a fan of the Willie G skull. Fuck off.
I love the Willie G skull.
I like it. I like the Willie G skull.
I do
Oh, yeah?
too. Yeah.
Yep, right there. Yep.
I got a skull tattoo for Mama
Yeah.
tried.
So we're all a fan of skulls.
Yep.
We all have them.
I would say I would go that skulls are probably the same as flames. I think that they weave themselves in and out of motorcycling. They come back, they go away, they come back, they go away. I think probably the coolest use of skulls I've ever seen. Did you guys ever see those pipes that came out a few years ago that when the pipes heated up, the skulls turned red on the pipes?
No.
Did you guys
Kind
ever
of
see
like the
those?
fucking Coors Light can. Mountains
Yes.
turn blue.
Yeah, the mountains turned blue. The skulls would turn red.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Boy,
Yeah,
it
they
would
were
really suck if you bought the wrong ones and all of a sudden you had red dicks all over your pipe.
How could those possibly be the wrong ones?
They told me it was skulls.
As soon
Then
as
I
you
got
start
these big
riding, your
veiny
bike says
dicks
big dick
all
energy
over-
all over it. Just
My
dicks
exhaust
all
turned
over
into a
your
big
bike.
veiny dick.
What the pecker doing?
Who doesn't want to ride a big motorcycle with dicks all over it? Anybody that comes to FDBM this year might get a suction cup dick put on their bike, just so you guys know.
Mm. That's going to be the FDB trend.
Somebody's got to lose a bet and has to ride with a suction cup on their fender. Suction cup dong.
Mhm. It'll be Jay because we'll leave him behind anyway.
What you got to do is you got to roll up behind somebody and stick it to the back of their helmet without them knowing it.
Oh God.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
What you do is if you kill switch their bike and then you smack the rubber dick on the back of their helmet at the same time, they're going to be so concerned about their bike being kill switched that they won't know that they have a dong.
Dong.
Oh, he shows up again. Or what you do is you just put one on each side and go Viking style.
There you go.
Just go Viking style. Just dueling dongs right there on the helmet.
Charlie from NH says ape hangers. Are ape hangers a fad?
I don't think ape hangers are
So
a fad.
how tall do they have to be considered ape hangers?
Well, mini apes are what, 8
12?
inches?
Oh,
8,
yeah.
10?
That's
Ape-
why I'm asking because
I think anything over 12 inches would be an ape.
Okay.
Like
Really?
14,
That's what she
16,
said.
18. I mean, 12 inches is stout. I mean, you could
pretty
lasso somebody
long.
with that.
You can go balls deep on 12 inches. I applaud you.
But I really don't think
Gotta applaud her on that.
you're not kidding. Knock her tonsils out.
Might knock
That
out
was
something
t-
else.
That was inappropriate. I apologize.
Mike Bouchard says, "Where is your anus?" And then his next thing is 4 inches. What's that? No, I don't know where he's going with that, but it makes
Cue
me
the
feel
violin.
uncomfortable.
No, I don't think apes. I don't think any type of bar is a trend. I think it's what you're
I
comfortable with.
do. There are certain ones that we've seen a lot of. That actually, sorry, Dustin, but you might have similar style. There was in Nebraska. There was a huge trend to have the ones that had like the points at the top.
The Widowmakers.
Huge trend.
The Widowmakers.
Mm-hmm.
I call him Vlad because they impale.
Justin and Dave actually both have those style
They have the
bars
same
right
bars.
now. Dave,
Yeah,
Dave
it's
put them
a
on
huge trend.
his road
Well, you
glide,
know what? I'm
so-
gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to change my my thing there because I'm gonna say risers and moto bars are trendy too. But
Yeah.
they're fucking great. I love them.
Yeah. Well, they're. I think that goes back to the purpose-built situation, right?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a reason why they're trending is because they do exactly what they're meant to do.
So
Mhm.
here's another one that some people may see as controversy as to thinking whether yes or no it's a fad. Fairings,
Oh yeah.
because a lot of people do the club
Ooh.
style stuff and they put the same fairings on them like the one I have, but mine is 100% for function.
Right.
But
I was the biggest no fairing, no windshield. When we first started this podcast, you bring up windshields or fairing, and I was a strong fuck you. Not putting that shit on my bike.
yeah,
I was wrong.
How many miles would you put on a bike now, Tony, without a windshield or a fairing?
Long enough to get it home and to wait for the fairing to show up the next day. Because it's fucking miserable. I'm not going to say it's miserable, but it's the fairing makes a huge difference.
yeah. Charlie is correct. Fairings have been around for decades, but I think they were more for function initially, and then
Yep.
kind of the last couple of years, people worried more about how they made their bike look rather than the wind protection they were getting from them.
Yep.
Because you've
Moto
seen what,
Mort-
like the Dyna scene, what they were doing. They're all getting
Yep.
road warriors, and they were graphic them out, painting them, and all that stuff.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. And I think that there are certain things that come into a trend and they're going to stick around. I think if they stick around longer than a few years, I think they're beyond a trend and they become just a style thing. That is because I think there's a difference between a style and a trend, right? And I think that there are enough functional reasons to have a fairing that puts it beyond a trend. You know, that's I don't know. That's my
You know.
opinion because I think they're absolutely fantastic when you're riding.
Let's talk about the big sound system trend. This makes about as much sense as wiping your ass before you shit. Just saying. You
It
can't
is.
hear it.
right.
There's no way you can hear it. If you've got a helmet on and you have an exhaust, you turn this thing on fucking concert level so the whole city hears it, but you can't hear it.
Most of the people that I see that have the sound system don't have a helmet. That's
Yeah,
just me.
well, I
That's-
guess so.
Yeah,
That's just
that-
busy road. Route 66 is right here, so I see everything.
Because I will tell you that a comms unit in your helmet is much more efficient than a sound system on your bike if you're a helmet wearer.
Mhm.
Just saying.
I'm a
Mhm.
fan. Nobody needs to hear my Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Ryan, you don't have a radio on your. No, you got a Road King. There's no radio on that.
No.
Percy
in
has
fact,
one on his new one.
He does. Yeah.
Does he use it?
I don't
He
think. No, he
stated-
does not.
Yeah, he stated that he would have bought it without it if that was an option.
I would too. And in fact, that is my biggest complaint with the Road Glide ST is I think they would have been better served by taking all of that shit off of that bike. I think people would feel better about that because no one wants it. None of the performance crowd wants a stereo and speakers and all that shit in their bike. And they should have taken it off.
I mean, the
It's
only
like-
thing that I think would be cool to have would be the navigation.
Yeah, I can see
Navigation.
that being really practical.
Yeah.
Charlie, I'm just kidding, dude. I don't listen to Bon Jovi. You saw my playlist, you would know I don't listen to Bon Jovi.
Man,
I
you
think-
better ride that Iron Horse. What's that song? That Bon
Steel
Jovi
Horse.
song? Steel
Wanted
Horse.
Dead-
That's
Wanted
it.
Dead or Alive.
You better want it.
I think
Heathen
I think
Biker says, "The fuck you can't, Tony." So obviously he turns his up loud enough so the whole city hears it and himself.
that-
All I know is when those sumbitches pull up to a stoplight, I mean, it's fucking loud, dude. I mean, it's an impressive volume on those things. It's up there.
Mhm.
You're trying to
Yeah.
drown out a lot
Whit
of
says
shit.
she loves her Lexan comm system. Whit, we're
Mhm.
not Lexan people here. Sorry.
We are not. We are. We are. Which ones do we have?
We have Cardos.
Cardos. Yeah.
I have
Big fan.
both. I'm not really particularly a fan of one over the other either.
Dustin's making a collection of comm systems. Anybody else wants to send Dustin a
Yeah.
Lexan to try out?
Send me
He'll be
Alexa, and I have the fucking hat trick.
glad.
I'm a big fan of of a comm system. Big
Yep.
fan. See, Whit has them all. She's got them all.
Collect the whole set.
Collect the whole set, man.
So what else? Oh, okay, there you go. That leads us into another great topic. Is a comm system a trend?
No,
No, I don't think so.
because as technology progresses, we're going to be seeing more and more of it. I don't think it's going to go away.
Okay. So then,
What?
then like
People
ride
are
mode-
people aren't getting any younger. They age.
Okay, that they are not. So then, like ride modes and ABS and that kind of stuff, they're not trends either. That's just a leap forward in technology.
Thank you, Bob. Bob said he'd send me his Lexan.
There you go. I
You have all.
I could
I
pull
don't
up-
think
pull up to any bike
ABS
night.
is.
What we doing?
I
What we
think-
doing today?
ABS is definitely one that's just an advancement in technology, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think comms are kind of the same thing. I mean, we got them like for the practical use of them to be able to communicate. So
Actually, I just like the music. I don't want to talk to anybody. Fuck y'all.
hey, I've ridden with you, and I know you like to talk.
Hey, if it weren't for comm systems, we wouldn't have that fucking awesome video of Percy getting you when you got that cement dust all over your,
True.
over your bike.
That was terrible.
That was gold.
That was awful.
All over my fucking crankcase.
That was awful. It's terrible. That was
For
a
any of you
bad
that
day,
don't
Terry.
know, that's the bike that Tony recently sold because I'm fairly certain because it had cement dust and areas he couldn't clean out.
I couldn't get it all out. I couldn't sleep at night.
having a mini stroke every day. I
No.
knew he just was a matter of time before that bike had to go.
All music.
A cell phone with GPS.
Oh
works.
yeah, the flashlight feature. That is a good point.
What's the flashlight feature?
The
Well, I think she's
the
just saying. Go ahead, Ryan.
Lexan communication systems have a flashlight, have like a light built in, so you can push a button and a light turns on.
No
Kind of
shit.
like how, kind of like how Senna has that camera one, the camera comm system.
Ah,
That's pretty neat.
That's just if you want to fuck with your helmet on, you can record it all.
Jesus Christ.
Low light, no problem.
Low light, no problem.
Can't find it.
Sorry, maybe one step too far.
That was too deep. Yep. There's fuck.
Too deep? I have never heard that before.
Mm,
Oh God.
well, glad somebody caught it.
Oh, I think my done life is asking if motovlogging is a trend.
Ooh.
That's a good
I'm gonna say
question.
yeah. I'm gonna say yes to that.
Yeah.
If it is, it's hung in there for a fucking while, man. Because there's people that aren't letting it go.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. 2006 was the first motovlog.
Yeah. How in the hell you know that?
Google.
Google.
Google will
Google.
tell you
You
anything.
you can Google it. It's worth a Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that that it's a.
I think the motorcycling content has evolved.
Is
right?
anybody doing like just straight moto vlogs anymore without any like off the bike or talking head or
there's people.
I mean,
that
that's what
are-
I do currently.
is
I guess
Just
I don't.
straight
'cause I already
motovlog?
started. No, I guess you're right because I started filming some of the other stuff too.
You have stuff with your dog out there, and that's not a moto vlog.
because I don't
She
see.
joins with everything.
I mean, there's moto vlogging incorporated in the videos now, but I don't see like 100% moto vlogs anymore. Really,
No.
I could be
Go
wrong.
back to the very first podcast that we did on this show.
yeah.
Is motovlogging dead? We talked
Yeah.
about
3
I
years
think,
ago.
I think this is a big point that Ryan made up. How it's kind of changed, like you said, it was
It evolves
more off the bike stuff, more
Yep.
talking head, more. This is what I'm doing. It's not just about the ride; it's also about the destination,
Yep.
and we're seeing a lot of that right now. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it'll trend back to it. Who knows? I don't even own a GoPro anymore.
I have one somewhere around here.
My
Probably
dead
have a
life says
couple of 'em.
motovlogging has turned into a lifestyle vlog Well, but that's also because motorcycling is a lifestyle. So
Yeah.
I think that's part of it.
And I'll tell you, I think one of the best guys out there doing it right now, that type of lifestyle vlog thing, is Bogan.
Yeah,
He does a great job, man, with
Oh, I love
incorporating
his stuff.
a lot of stuff. Now he beats the fuck out of his bikes.
yeah.
I mean, it's hard to watch sometime. I was watching one today where he took his fucking CVO out in the fucking sand and mud and, fucking fell over. I was like, God
Yeah, how
damn,
do you
man.
even watch those, Tony? You probably have a heart attack every time you watch one of the videos.
But he does a really good job of vlogging the day or whatever he's doing. He does a good job at it.
He's
Charlie says
definitely very
Meg's is more
creative.
motovlog. Meg doesn't motovlog. Hers is a voiceover of riding. That's not a motovlog. Just so
Who?
you know, Charlie. Meg.
Who's Meg?
She's a content creator.
Oh.
I was like, that's her name. Is like Meg's motorcycle journey, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to explain if you don't know it.
yeah.
I think it's mostly about just what you enjoy doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Some people started the traditional motovlog where you just have talking points and they haven't given up on it. Some people have evolved, kept up with what's, I guess, popular, which you can call that a trend, I guess. But it's all in the end, it's all about what you want to do.
Yeah. And I would agree. I would agree with who said that motovlog or My Done Life when he said motovlogging is turned into a lifestyle vlog. I would agree if I followed my own trajectory of content creation. I started out as a traditional motovlogger, and then I do regular video like vlogging now, and this summer we'll be doing more like campsite and travel and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, I absolutely agree with him in terms of it being a lifestyle vlog, but I would say that in terms of that, when I said motorcycling as a lifestyle, for me, I think even for all of us, motorcycling is such a huge part of our life that would be a reason why. I mean, we talk about motorcycles every day. We talk about motorcycles every week,
Every
on our
day.
podcast,
Every day.
every day. So, to say that it's not a lifestyle would be wrong. It is absolutely. I mean, it's ingrained, I think, into most of us, into partly of who we are. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we talk motorcycles every day, fucking from the time we get up till the time we go to bed, pretty much. It's exhausting.
So I
It's
don't think we
exhausting.
actually answered the question, which was our topic.
What the fuck was our topic?
When is a trend dead?
When nobody does it
if-
anymore?
I mean,
I think Bry had the perfect answer, and he posted it right at the beginning of the show. It was like whenever
Oh, fuck.
whenever
What'd
Harley gets a hold of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Because once when they get it, it's over.
right.
People aren't doing it anymore. I will say they were on the cutting edge of this fucking ST thing. Not really the cutting edge, but at least it's still a trend.
I think we're kind of in the middle of it, but I
Yeah.
think whenever you hit peak
Yeah.
popularity, the only place you can go is downhill.
Yeah, that was my thought. It's like once it's so common that everybody has the same thing, and people start looking to do something unique again.
I think what's really brave right now is doing something that's off trend and trying to make something that's off trend cool. I think that's very brave right now, because it's harder it's becoming harder and harder to find.
Mm-hmm.
What?
like the backyard chopper builders.
Well, I think, like Tony, if you just decided to take your bike and not do all of the things you're doing with it right now, if you took a lowrider S and made it into something that no one else is doing, that would be, I think that's
Good
brave.
luck.
Try to start try to start your own trend with that bike.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, man, with these motorcycles, there's only so much you can do.
Well,
there's.
but I think it depends on the bike, right? Because probably the first ever V rod that I saw with big bars on it was not in the United States; it was in Europe. Did you ever have you ever seen like a V-Rod?
No,
with,
I
like,
haven't. And
hangers on it?
somebody should smack
Uh-uh.
that guy in the mouth for doing that.
But honestly, the one I saw, there's a company out of Australia that makes like 2-inch diameter bars. They're just
Yeah.
huge. And I saw a blacked out V-Rod with these just fat ass bars. And I was like, wow, I would never have thought to do that, but that kind of looks dope.
Hmm.
I mean, I would never do it, but it was crazy.
Lowrider
Oh,
S
God.
Cholo build. So yeah, see, that wouldn't work. I'm gonna say that probably wouldn't work. You need a Road King, or the
Yeah, but
bike
you
that
have
Harley
to
killed.
it's like Ryan said, you
A
have to be
deluxe.
brave and you have to have this idea that you're willing to just give it a shot with.
See, I disagree with you, Tony. I think you could do a Cholo build with the Lowrider S. It's a skinny, long bike. I totally think it would lend itself
I
to
mean,
that style.
it might work.
The
And I mean,
fishtails would be tough on that bike, but I think you could do it.
you know, and at the end of the day, really, man, whatever people do with their bike, I don't give a shit. I mean, that's the thing. You can paint that fucker pink and put a dick on it, and I'm going to give you a thumbs up when you drive by me. You know what I mean?
Well, you live in the land of road dicks, so
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's everybody likes what they like, you know?
yeah.
Yep.
That's the coolest thing I think about a trend too, right? Is that things are trendy because people think they're popular and everybody wants to do it. But at the end of the day, we all do the things to our bikes that we love and that we think are cool. And that's that's admirable. I like it when people are doing whatever they want to their bike and make it their own.
And it's also the community you run into where you see these trends because,
Well-
like, honestly, here in Louisville, just use the Memphis Shades Road Warrior. You know, it's popular on YouTube. Everybody runs them. But I mean, here, if you go out and ride around, you probably won't see one. Unless
I don't see many here. Like I
Yeah.
said, I saw probably 1,000 bikes yesterday. I don't think I saw one. Road
Yeah,
warrior.
you probably won't see one, but in the groups that we run in, the community that we run in, we see them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
You know,
It's true. I mean, when we were at Bluegrass this summer, they did not have a single bike there with a Road Warrior on.
no, you don't see them.
Right.
You know, and you go in and you ask. You know, I went in and asked for a part for a Road Warrior, and they're like, "What's that?"
Mhm.
You know, I was like, "Only the best fairing known to man." Can't believe it. Best fairing ever built. I don't understand.
Brittany, you didn't ride yet with that new Road Warrior on?
Not yet. We had to take the bike up to the dealership to get the front brakes sorted out.
I got you. Well, let me know
Who
what you
needs
think.
brakes? That's a trend.
Just Fred Flintstone that fucker.
Just fucking
I
engine
will
brake it.
say, so I did, like, the bars are installed, and Jared rode the bike in because I really didn't want to ride it with missing half of its brakes. But he said the bars are pretty freaking badass, so.
Okay.
Brakes are overrated.
Well-
Who needs brakes?
I mean, that
Trend.
would be the ultimate adventure, wouldn't it, Brittany? To just to get out
Ride
there
with-
and ride without brakes.
Yeah,
I say rip
especially
the
in
turn signals off and get rid of the brakes.
Yes, especially in Kentucky traffic, you don't know what anyone's gonna do.
That's what a clutch and downshifting is for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better bob and weave that bitch. I ain't got no brakes.
Very
know how.
few
Coming
give
in
the
hot.
biker wave in Florida. Really,
I
That's
couldn't keep my left hand on the bars yesterday. I was like this. I did this for like 2 straight minutes yesterday. So many bikes out. Everybody,
So
sport
many
bikes,
bikes.
everything. Cafe racers, you name it, I saw it.
Very few give the biker wave in Florida, those pricks.
Hey, did you did you wave at one of those what are those things called? The slingshots,
Slingshot?
Dustin? Did you wave at one of those guys?
No.
I saw one, and I did.
Did you wave?
I did not.
The fucker has a steering wheel and a seatbelt. It's not a motorcycle.
No, I did wave to a guy on a scooter though, and a
I
tractor,
would wave to him.
There you
Those
go.
fucking
and a tractor
scooters are
because
badass.
I respect the farmers around here.
I'd wave to a scooter too, but I don't wave to a slingshot. But those other 3-wheel deals that have bars on them, what are those?
If it
things
has
called?
handlebars, motorcycle.
the Can-Am, would you wave to a Can-Am, Tony?
I don't know. I don't know.
We go to Uranus, you'll probably see a few on the way here.
There's a lot of
Can-Ams
Can-Ams in Uranus.
There's a lot of Can-Ams around here.
Oh, okay.
Well, my dealership sells them.
Why is there cans in Uranus?
Tuna cans.
Oh God. Fart pancakes.
4 of them stacked on each other.
Can I get a flapjack?
Can I get a flapjack, please?
Oh.
Coming right up. Coming right out.
What was that movie where this guy talked about getting the ping pong paddle shoved up his ass? And he was like,
That was
it
Beer
wasn't the
Fest.
handle either. He was like, shit, pancakes for a
Played-
month.
It's playing ping pong and ding dang.
Ding dang.
Oh, Jesus.
Wasn't
They
the
stuck the paddle up my ass, not the handle.
They held me down. Shut the paddle up my ass.
On that note. Oh.
Ping pong and ding dang.
We actually just watched that movie on DVD
Oh,
not too long
that's
ago.
a great. You had your yak piss,
Rab's piss, yeah.
ram's piss.
Up in the Alps. Anybody got any questions? We're well over an hour into this live stream.
We
so
are.
If you have anything for us, let us know. If you guys don't know, Five Dirty Bikers meetup is this July 15th through 17th in Uranus, Missouri. If you haven't yet, if you're hearing it for the first time, make some plans to come out.
Yeah.
FDBM's always a good time.
It's going to be a good time.
We'll be out
And,
there. We'll be out there scouting the area here in a couple. Of
Also, check out our Discord. It's fucking free.
fucking free.
So come on out and join the Discord. A lot of good people in there.
If you want to support our charity build, join us on Patreon, and you can help us procure a motorcycle and do our charity build for autism. So we're really excited about that. For those of you that have not heard, we're going to be building a chopper. And when I say we, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about award-winning chopper builder, Jared Weems, and very famous in these circles, YouTube sensation Blockhead.
The acclaimed
gonna be-
Blockhead.
Are going to be partnering up to build this chopper that we will be raffling off. So that is extraordinarily exciting and something that we are very much looking forward to. And we will be announcing partnerships with potential sponsors and everything as we get deeper into that build, because they're all deserving of recognition as we get into this process, and to make sure that as we go through and we have sponsors, that we would fully expect that those of you that are out in the FDB community would get out there and support those sponsors, and buy a shirt, or buy some parts, or do something
Merch. Go buy some fucking merch.
right to thank those sponsors, and yeah, buy some FDB merch. You can get a nice looking shirt. There you go.
Shirts, hats, ping pong
Yep.
paddles.
Ping pong pedals. We will be releasing later on this year the FDB condoms. They're guaranteed to not work. Just so you know.
They're tipless.
They're religious. They're holy. They will not work.
They're really just balloons, but thanks anyway.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to Uranus fudge.
Oh, Dean says, is that going to be out of the sporty that Brittany is donating?
Yes.
Mm,
It could be,
Nope.
possibly.
we're
Could
trying.
be.
We're trying.
Sorry,
Possibly.
keeping it.
She's
keeps saying
hanging
she's
on to
keeping
that
it.
thing. She's hanging on to it strong.
Yep. She's never going to ride it. She's never going to ride that Sportster ever again.
Not if it keeps, not with the battery I currently have in it.
See what I tell you? It's
See,
going to
you
break
It already
down.
doesn't run, so you just might as well give
It's
it up.
worthless. It's
Yeah.
It's
worthless.
worthless. Piece of
sport-
shit. Get rid of it.
Sportster that doesn't run with a windshield that doesn't work for you. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
Donate that
Fuck.
thing.
You might as well just throw it away. Just leave
Right.
it out. Put it out to the curb free.
Yep. Just push it out there. Put a sign on it.
Let me know what. Just let me know what curb it's at. And
Yeah.
Jared says I'm pushing it out there right now. But you might want
Yeah,
to balance.
right.
Brittany, Jared's pushing it outside right now.
Just give
I
it to me
noticed.
and I'll dispose of it properly.
He'd be more hurt than I would if we got rid of it.
All right.
There might be an award for anybody who's driving to Uranus that has to travel only 69 miles.
Well,
The Johnson Trophy.
The Johnson
I'm not giving that one out. Who's passing that one out?
Oh, I need to contact the Oscar Minor Wienermobile to see if they can slide into Uranus. How cool would that be? The wieners in Uranus.
This is a lot.
The Wienermobile in Uranus. Yep.
Uranus is going to be violated strong.
So we'll make a trophy, right? And we'll put a weenie whistle on the top. We'll spray paint it gold.
wait till we take the group picture at this year's event and we post on Instagram. We say how many bikers can we fit in Uranus?
While we all eating fudge.
God, let's end this thing before we catch a charge.
We're gonna be eating Uranus fudge live on Instagram in a couple weekends.
I will not.
You'll be in Florida.
I will be
suntanning
in
your nacho.
Florida. Yes,
Suntanning is nacho.
I'll be tanning my nacho, getting some vitamin D. That's it.
Vitamin D.
Or K. Which one do you get from the sun?
Well, not vitamin D.
What's the vitamin you get from the sun?
It's probably D, but I don't think you want to say vitamin D.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, that came out really wrong. Should be 68 miles at 69 turn. Oh, you blow a rod at 69.
All right, guys. Well, thanks everybody for joining on the
Yeah, on that one
live stream.
On that one, good night.
Yeah. Once you've blown a
We
rod,
say
it's
good
time
day.
to leave.
We say good day.
Thank you guys all for joining. Thank you to all of our Patreons for contributing, and congratulations to Kenny Rysted for winning the F11
Yes.
package.
Shit will be
The
tight.
F11 package.
Get me some addresses and I'll get that, or an address and I'll get that out.
Will do. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.